Druid Vengeance, a new adult urban fantasy novel, the Colin McCool series, Book 7, written by M.D. Massey, narrated by Stephen Barnett. Chapter 1. Living in an undead apocalypse is a real pain in the ass. I know the more accepted nomenclature would be zombie apocalypse, but that designation just didn't do the whole thing justice. This timeline, alternate future, or wherever the hell Click had left me, was full of vampires, revenants, and ghouls. Not to mention a shit ton of thropes as well, not all of them friendly. Back in my own reality, because that's how I'd chosen to define it, most intelligent monsters were either kept under control or became civilized, even tame. As for the rest, human hunters and higher-order supernaturals killed lower-order supernatural predators on sight, which kept the feral undead population contained. Vampires, for the most part, tended to avoid preying on humans. The same could be said for most lycanthropes as well. But here? Well, let's just say no prey was off limits to the supernatural species who now dominated the landscape. Yep, I'm gonna kick Click's lily-white ass the second I get back. Click, as he liked to call himself, was an incredibly powerful mage skilled in the forbidden art of chronomancy, the manipulation of time. He was also a sort of trickster god, a fact I'd worked out since he'd left me here. I'd known he was trouble, but hadn't realized just how cuckoo he was until he'd pulled this latest stunt. Since then, I'd obsessed over his true identity and how I might get back to my own timeline. That is, when I wasn't preoccupied with staying alive. Currently, I was on a scavenging run, sneaking through the aisles of an IGA grocery store to gather supplies for the group I'd hooked up with. They were mostly kids, ages ranging from grade school to tween. Despite the best efforts of their guardian, they'd have been zombie snacks already if I hadn't intervened. Obviously, it took a lot of work to keep a few dozen school-aged children alive in a zombie apocalypse, and much of that effort involved keeping them fed. Maybe it's best Bells and I broke up, I thought, as I drove a steel spike through a particularly corpulent zombie's skull from behind. The zombie was a 30-ish Anglo woman in a gore-stained muumuu, somehow still wearing a single battered flip-flop. I mean, it's not like I'm going to want to have kids after this is all over. I'm pretty much burned out on the whole idea already.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?